Hey guys, summertime is right around the corner and I'm going to show you guys how to do a nice pedicure by yourself at home. As you can see, my feet were looking really rough. Like it was about maybe 2 to 3 months since I last did my feet, and you can clearly see that the polish needs to come off. I have hangnails and dried skin on my feet, and my toes are just looking crazy. They're really long. I definitely need to cut. And we can't even forget about the hair on my toes. For those of you who do not grow hair on your toes, you are absolutely blessed. But we're going to take care of that. First, we're going to start off with the drill bit. I'm going to be using the rough sandpaper one to remove all of the gel polish because I don't have time to be sitting there and soaking the polish off. So we're just going to go through and do all of that, and of course whatever I do to this foot I'm going to do to the other one. There it is, a nice up close and personal shot of my hairy toes. I'm just going to take a good old-fashioned tweezer and pluck them out. I don't really like waxing because the wax usually breaks when I do it. I don't know what's up with that. I'm probably doing it wrong, but I just go ahead and pluck all the way through. Next up, those things need a nice cut, so we are going to grab our big toenail clipper and I'm going to cut them. I don't like to cut them too short. But we are going to be adding on some gel tips, so I don't really care how long I cut them. Then we're going to shape them up a little tiny bit. And now I'm going to make my little foot bath. I'm using a good old-fashioned pan from the Dollar Tree. And I added some Castile soap in there. I didn't really get too sudsy. I was kind of disappointed about that. But it did smell good, and I soaked my foot in there with some hot water. I'm going to go ahead and remove my cuticles with this little instrument here. I'm going to go through and do all of my toes. Also going to be using a cuticle clipper, and you can just see all of the dead skin come right off. And of course, if you are enjoying this video so far, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It is free. It costs you no money. And make sure you follow me on my other platforms as well. Thank you. Then we're going to go back in the hot water bath. I am going to scrub my foot with this little foot file. I can say that you should probably scrub your foot dry first and then also do it while it's wet. It'll add a little bit more exfoliation for you. Then I'm going in with this random scrub. This is actually a boob scrub. I'm using it on my feet. And I'm just going to scrub. I'm going to dip it in there. And then I'm going to scrub some more and use the paddle file as well. after that, I'm going to go in and refine my cuticles once again because, you know, you never know if you missed anything and you're going to see some stuff come off because I clearly did miss something. And I'm going to use the same sandpaper tip to buff out the surface of my toenails because that helps the gel tips adhere to your nails a little bit better. And I'm going to wipe the surface clean with an alcohol pad. We're going to remove all of the oils and just dehydrate the nails so that the gel tips can adhere a little bit better. These are the tips that I'm using. I did get them from Amazon. They will be linked down below. And I'm just going to sit there and size them out. These come with, I believe, 10 sizes and I only used 3. And I'm just going to leave them to the side until I'm ready to use them. The next step is to use the nail glue. I'm going to put some on my natural toenail and on the artificial toenail just so that there is a little bit extra security. Alright, what I'm using here is called a flash cure. It's actually very difficult to do on your toenails, but when you use it on your fingernails, it's so much easier. Alright, I do not like when my nails are too long because they are easier to break, like when they're rubbing up against your shoes or something like that. So I am going to trim them down a little tiny bit, give them a nice file, give them a nice shape. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and roughen the surface of the nails to remove that shine, and this is going to help the gel polish adhere to the surface a little bit better. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the base primer for the polish. I'm going to go ahead and cure that with the regular UV lamp. Then I'm gonna do my first coat and cure that. I believe I did 3 coats just to make sure that the color is a little bit popping, a little bit brighter. And then we're just going to do a nice top coat just to add a little bit of shine and cure that. I added some oil. I don't remember the brand, but you can use whatever oil you have on hand. I'm just going to rub that all over my feet and give it a nice massage. Then I'm going to get some hydrating socks. You can get them anywhere. The Dollar Tree probably even has them. And they come with these little tabs to tighten them like little socks. I actually slept with these overnight for at least 6 hours. And I put regular socks on as well to add a little bit more moisture. This is the next morning and I am loving the results. I love the color. I love how soft my feet are. And they look fantastic, especially for being a nice DIY pedicure. Of course, you guys already know if you liked the video, definitely give me a thumbs up and I'll see you in my next one. Later. Bye.